The one category that Zach Burrow is top 10 in. And yes, I said Zach Burrow because there is no giving Zach Taylor any credit or any W because we know dang straight it's all Joe Burrow. Like, there is no, oh, well, here's where Zach kind of is actually pretty decent. No. Any success that Zach Taylor has is Joe Burrow. Without Joe Burrow, Zach Taylor looks like a deer in headlights. So, when I talk about this is all Joe Burrow. But this is a category that Zach Taylor, because he is, quote-unquote, a coach, actually counts in. Coaches with the best record in games played in December and January since the 1970 merger. Now, this is only January and December. Keep that in mind. So, for example, Zachary Taylor here is going to be 50 and 60 all time, which is below 500, obviously. And also, a little side note, I just realized this. So, total challenges by the team. Zach Taylor has won 4 challenges so far this year, which is actually tied for his most with his 2021 season, 2024, and 2025. So you can see he's challenged 45 times in his career. He's won 20 of them. I don't know where that sits for head coaches, but that really is a bad metric. What is that? Hold up. I want to see this real fast. So, that means 44% of the time he wins his challenges. You know, I thought that was going to be a lot worse. Anyway, so Zach Taylor / Joe Burrow is 11-7 on the road December and January. This does not include the playoffs. If this included the playoffs, it would be a lot better because, obviously, we've been very successful in the playoffs. We are 5-2 in the playoffs. So, I'm actually surprised that he is top 10, to be honest, even with Joe Burrow being as good as Joe Burrow is. Zach Taylor does find more and more ways to lose games. But this is also a very good list to be on. I mean, these are some legendary head coaches, amazing head coaches. So, obviously, he does only have 18 games, which is the least amount of games. Actually, tied with Bill Walsh for the least amount of games on this list right here. But going down this list, we do have some great Tom Coughlin, Bill Belichick, Jim Harbaugh. No, John Harbaugh? I'm actually surprised John's not on this. Because usually the Ravens are pretty good in the December and January time period. But, I mean, hey, you know, credit where credit is due. All credit goes to Joe Burrow. Because that's really the only man who's keeping this list as an actual top 10 list. Without Joe Burrow, Zach Taylor on the road, in any time, it's probably going to be like 1 win, 17 losses. That's just kind of how it is, man. Listen, we need so bad to get a new head coach. It's not even a joke at this point. It's funny. It's almost like a joke, but it's not. Also, new GM as well, because we need to actually be able to draft and develop these guys. So it's going to be a fun set amount of time. But, hey, listen. We got the Bills this week. I think we're going to beat the Bills. And I think moving forward, we're going to at least have something positive to look at, okay? At least something positive to look at. I just realized Zach's only had, 2 winning seasons? Because the 9-8 records are not winning seasons. But if we do find a way to go 9-8 and make the playoffs, there's going to be a team out there who probably justifies themselves signing Zach Taylor as a coach. Maybe not a head coach, but like an OC. Because they're going to say, well, 10-7, right? Super Bowl, obviously. 12-4, got to the championship. 9-8, not playoffs, but 1 game out. 9-8, not playoffs, but 1 game out. and then Super Bowl winner in 2025. Like, they're gonna find their way to try to justify that, and I feel so bad for any team in the future that does, you know, try to justify it, but it is what it is, man. If you ever wondered about Zach Taylor's coaching tree, that's his coaching tree, man. He's a very long coaching tree. Here's what I found really funny. So it says worked for Sean McVay and Joe here, but he employed, the only person he has ever employed was Brian Callahan, which is funny because you might say, well, what about Dan Pitcher? I guess technically he didn't employ Dan Pitcher, and then Dan Pitcher was just like, you know, a company hire or whatever. So I kind of find that very humorous as well. But hey, Brian's will somehow become our coach again. I just know that too. Anyway, guys, 7 up, low thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.